Hello, hello, happy Sunday. Welcome Gecko, welcome Flash Bites, welcome. And thank you. Yeah, 4 years, crazy. It doesn't feel like 4 years. I actually told my mom and she was like, wait, hasn't it been longer? I'm like, no? What do you mean? 4 years is already very long. I still feel bad that I don't really have anything more exciting to offer my audience, but it is what it is. Maybe next year. Next year would be 5 years, if I'm still streaming by then. I assume so. I hope so. Anyways, I hope you all had a lovely week. I know my last stream was like 2 days ago, but I wasn't able to talk much then. Because we were locked in on the game, me and Minnie. Yeah, it's been a very weird 2026 so far. There's a lot of strange things happening, accidents happening, illnesses happening, and it's just very strange. And the year just started, we're not even halfway yet. So it worries me a bit. Kind of like, what does this rest of the year have for me, for us? We shall see. Anyways, it was past me's idea today to draw a couple of new outfits for myself. Just something new, something refreshing. I may or may not actually realize them, but I think it would be fun. It was only 2 days ago when I saw the message pop up, you being online. I was a bit surprised, but then remembered that this is your usual time. Yes, it is. I planned a few extra streams around my birthday / anniversary because I was like, I don't know what else to do. So I just did a few extra things, and I also dragged Minnie in, asked her if she wanted to do a little collab with me, and she was up for it, so I'm very happy. But this is the usual one. This is Sunday. This is our usual stream. On Tuesday there's gonna be another stream, and that will be, for now, the last of the bonus streams that I have planned. I forgot what I was going to do. I think I'm just gonna play a game. But yeah, she bamboozled us by streaming on a Friday. Exactly. Exactly. I had to change my tune by saying Happy Friday instead of Happy Sunday. That was really weird. That was really weird. I feel like I'm only supposed to be streaming on Sundays. It doesn't really feel like me, you know? It doesn't feel like the real Maggie if it's not on a Sunday. Oh, that sucks. My pen pressure isn't working. Let me just save this file real quickly. We can just chat. It's okay. I don't have to draw, right? I don't need to draw today. Oh, what's the date? 4/3. 03. Let me check if this works. It does. Wow. Restart miracles. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna draw a few new outfits for myself, a few themed outfits. I have a couple of things in mind, but if you guys have any suggestions, like what you would like to see me in or as, tell me. I'll just start with a base. Man, I feel so rusty drawing. I feel like I'm not ready yet. I haven't been drawing at all, to be honest. The last time I drew was... when was it? Well, the last drawing stream, basically. Even though your VR lips movement is eerily accurate, it's still not good enough for us to lip read what you are saying. I mean, I think back 5 years that would have been unthinkable for non-professional setups. I know. It's crazy. I did buy additional software to help with the like the movement of the lips, because before it was basically just open and closed, but now I can also pucker, which will help a lot with just the natural movement of your mouth when you speak. So just adding that, even though it's not 100% accurate, it still helps a lot for the immersion. Although I have to say my drawing setup is not the best for this, because I have the camera kind of in an odd position kind of below me, so having it like face on, like for drawing for gaming streams would be the best, right? My current setup. Hi Minnie, happy Sunday! How's your weekend going? Tell me. And let me know if you have any suggestions for like outfits that I should wear. Or draw, rather. I think the first one I want to do is like a mermaid theme. Because I don't know why, it's almost summer basically, and summer means mermaids. Oh, and it's May, of course. I have to draw a mermaid. Subconsciously picked the best topic for this. Let's draw Maggie as a mermaid. But it's almost winter. Okay, I'm gonna be a winter mermaid. I'm gonna be stuck under a layer of frost. And you can only observe me from above. Hold on. I need thumbnails. Thumbnails would be best. I don't know how to draw anymore. I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. I need even smaller thumbnails. Usually when I design, I will have like a very small picture and I will just kind of focus on the silhouette. And then from there, once I have found a silhouette that I like, I will kind of continue from there. I should keep the horns, right? It's kind of a key feature of mine. I can't just get rid of my horns. Let's see. Blue and purples, I guess. I will just start filling in the big shapes before Adding any details. I have a few ideas in mind of where I want to put the details, like the shells and starfish. I do want to keep the top, like a proper top. I don't know in what shape yet. Morning, I've been reading up till now. I was sleeping most of yesterday, honestly. Oh, that sounds so nice. I was a little bit busy yesterday. Just a bit. I just remember being so tired, and then before bed I was reading and I just fell asleep. So my brain was like, nope, can't do this. Wait, how do I change the function again? Where's not this one. There we go. Brush size. Slack Saturday, nice, yes. Like I'm saying it's nice, but I think if I were to sleep all day, I would just get mad at myself because I was like, I could have been so productive. But then I did it. And then I'm like, I wasted my time. And then I'll probably do it again. Probably. As for outfit, a proper shepherdess dress popped to mind. From which culture though? There are so many. Because right now I'm kind of wearing like a Lolita dress basically. Yes, it's indeed already May. My brain was like subconsciously already telling me like, hey, maybe you should draw yourself as a mermaid. Without thinking about the fact that it was actually already May. Maymaid? Maymaid? Me as a maid? My favorite culture. I had to think of the Mongolian, the nomads. Mermaid. I could do that one. Oh, but their outfits are very intricate. And also what I had in mind, I don't think the fancy clothing is used for, like, I don't think the shepherds wear them. No worries, both work, Gecko, both work. That's the nice thing with language. As long as people understand what you're trying to say, you're doing great. See, I want to keep my sleeves, but then maybe have them kind of transition into fins instead. Maybe. I'm just writing the silly millennial meme mind. Wait, is that a millennial thing? Is that something the millennials started? I want to go more pointy. No, I don't think that makes sense. I don't know if I want this to be cloth or whether I should make it actual fins. Actual fins could be interesting. Actually, how has the year been going for you so far? I'm curious because for me and my family, it's been really weird this year. We've kind of had a lot of sort of bad things happening close around us. And it's just very strange. And my mom said that it's because this year is just not a good year. It's just bad luck. And I'm wondering if more people feel the same. Because I kind of started this year thinking like, oh, maybe it's gonna be, like for sure it's gonna be better than last year, right? But now, no, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I don't know what's happening. I think I would add frills. So instead of the fur here, I would put frills. And then have that kind of transition into the fins, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And then maybe start the scales down here. While I think about it, I will quickly look up the shepherdess. Maybe if I can find something. I just realized that maybe I should have done this a little bit sooner. Let's see. Oh, it's similar, just not as fancy. If I just Google Mongolian Shepherd, I get the dog breed. Let's see. I'm just gonna copy this one over and use that as the next base. The clothes they wear are always so colorful and look so warm. Just not sure how I'm gonna combine it with my horns. I think I'm just gonna tuck the whole thing inside and then maybe have the low pigtails instead. I think that would be cute. Let me see what the bodice looks like. They have several styles. I think rather than, you know, a specific shepherd style, I think this would just be like a traditional Mongolian fit. Okay. Wonder what that looks like. I've never really drawn my head with any kind of like headdress or like, what do you call it? Like a hat or a cap, because I just get in trouble with my horns, you know? I think I'll have the double pigtails here. It really does look a bit strange if I want to keep my horns right. Actually, maybe standing up will be better. I just don't know why I wanted to sit down. Let's see. I'll go for the short kind of top. And then the belt, I think. I do want to keep kind of my waistline rather than bringing it straight down. But they do use belts. They just have a bit longer tops, or it's just like a robe, like a kaftan, but then the Mongolian one. My god, there's so many AI generated images here. There's so many. I just want some proper stock photos, like real ones. They usually all have straight sleeves. This would be so much easier if I didn't have to feel like I have to be accurate. I want it to be accurate. Maybe I will tuck it in and then have it as a one piece. I think a lot of the detail is just in the patterning and the lining. They've had a lot of Chinese influences, or maybe they influenced each other. Not sure what happened. I'd like to propose an outfit from the TV series Vikings worn by Lagertha? Lagertha? Oh boy. Wait, which one? I have a link, but will probably need permission. Yes, you would need to ask Minnie to paste it. She has so many cool outfits. Is Minnie still there? Or did Minnie fall asleep? Hi Scotty, happy Sunday. I did have a very good week. I did. It was very nice. I spent a lot of my time recently on the book nook that I got for my birthday. It's a lot of fun. There's so much detail in there, but it's a lot of fun. It's my first one ever. And I thought it was gonna maybe take me a few months to complete it, but I think maybe next week I'll be able to finish it. Next week already. But yeah, I hope you've been well. I'm just trying to draw a few alternative outfits for myself, just for fun. I'm not gonna really do anything with them. I was just curious to put myself in different outfits. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Waiting for Minnie to wake up. But it's okay. Otherwise, I will just pick one. I've been sewing a sheath with a leather working kit I got. Wait, that's so cool! I've never tried leather working before. It sounds like a really cool skill to have. Okay, they're working on it. Thank you. A virgin killer sweater. Virgin killer sweater. I'm googling that. If I see weird things, it's your fault. They have multiple varieties for this one. Let me see if I can pick a cute one. Do people actually wear this unironically? I'm curious. Like, do they wear this outside? I tried to corrupt our innocent being. Wait, I'm not innocent. I'm not innocent. I'm just, clueless. Yes. Just clueless. Exactly. I am far from innocent. I have Minnie, you know, testifying for me. Attesting. What's the word? You know what I mean. I think seems a bit open to wear outside, but there's nothing technically wrong with it, right? Like, even though it's a sweater, it looks really cold. I would probably wear something underneath this sweater. I would wear a long-sleeved shirt and maybe leggings, like dark leggings. Ooh. Let me click on this link. Thank you. I will. Ooh. Wait, do I have an image with the bottom? I'll just render the top part. That looks really pretty. Again, for my own sanity, I will copy what I have here. Put that on a separate layer. Sheep. I wonder how that's gonna work with my horns. I have to keep my horns. My horns are a thing that I have to keep. What about Belle's yellow dress from Beauty and the Beast? The animated version or the live action version? It's so regal. Both will be pretty, though the live action is more fae and fairy than the animation. The animation sticks a bit more true to old traditional fashion trends. No worries. I think both spellings are correct, actually. Or at least I have seen both versions. Not sure what is... Oh, I think... Okay. Can I keep my choker though? Or maybe a bit too much with the choker and the necklace. I don't have to draw my own face anymore. Maggie should have a Maleficent outfit with the big horns and everything. Oh my gosh. You think I can pull off a Maleficent outfit? You could swap it with a choker that has a droplet gem hanging from the middle and add two things. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. I'm gonna bring this one here up here. There, that works. Like, I don't mind swapping it for the necklace, but it's a little bit unsightly. So I prefer to keep the choker. I miss drawing from reference, surprisingly. I just realized as I'm sketching this. It's so rough. I will draw till here because that's all I can see. I'll work these out a bit further once I have time. I think I've decided to not do this part here. Let's see, wait, so I replaced the virgin, what's it called? Virgin killer sweater for the bell dress. I'll go for the animated one, I think. I do remember that there were a lot of people complaining about the design of the dress in the live action. I will keep my choker. I will keep my choker. What should I do with my hair? What to do? It's a bit lower. Of course, people were expecting something more true to the OG traditional fashion and not a flowery, flowy flower petal piece. I agree with the designer in her interview. She said she wanted to create the same flow that the animation's known for, but also forced the design into a completely different line due to the fabric and cut restriction. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. With a stiff garment piece like most of old-fashioned dresses where you'd be hard-pressed to get the same magical flow in the real dance. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Knowing this actually makes the design better. Having this information. So creating a lighter flower-like version would give with a magical wish everyone wanted. I see. I see. I didn't know that. I think I may just remove myself from this T-pose. See if I can. Like how many petticoats do you need to get it this wavy? It was such a pretty gown in the live action, and it really did deliver on the dance floor. Yeah, I feel like it also helped with the more kind of the fairy tale slash kind of magical part of it, rather than, you know, choosing to make everything historically accurate, because if the audience wanted everything historically accurate, then they should have done that with everything, right? From the wigs to like the fashion from all the other characters as well, right? Not just Belle. I do want to color this one for a bit because yellow is not my color, so I'm like very curious what that would look like. Like the Cinderella one would have been more my color. Maybe I would have curled it, maybe. You know what this hairstyle reminds me of? Have you guys seen Card Captor Sakura? It reminds me of the flower card. They kept it true to color and dance routine, which is close enough in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. I also think they did a really good job despite the restrictions. Blue hair, yellow dress, not a bad combo? Let me see. Oh gosh. Thank you, Gecko. I'm stretching first and then I will have some water. I'm really curious if I gave myself... What? It's been an hour, look after yourself. That means you too, chat. Yes, chat, take care of yourself. Stretch. Have a sip of water. Okay. I wanted to say if... I'm gonna look like Coraline from the movie, the stop motion movie Coraline. Because of the... she has like a bright yellow raincoat, right? And she also has blue hair. I've been sipping on my chocolate milk since the beginning. Chocky milk. I want some chocky milk. Let's see. Let me not go as saturated or dark. This is not exactly my color, but it's fine. I just want to check. Okay? She also has buttons for eyes. No, she ended up not having buttons for eyes, right? What would I look like with buttons for eyes? Oh my gosh. What would I look like as Coraline? I think that's also like a completely different style. Let's not put buttons on my eyes, okay? I like my eyes just the way they are. I'm just gonna very briefly... Is this the right yellow? Should be a bit more orange. Like that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whose idea was this? Probably scary. Yeah, probably. I don't want to look even more scary, right? I don't want to scare chat away. Your hair is way more such. I know. I know. For me, that also differs per illustration. Sometimes it will be more saturated, sometimes it will be less saturated. Depending on like the lighting. Depending on the lighting here, it may actually work. Question mark. May actually. Maybe. Don't like this color. It was way too mustardy. Where did my window go? Here we go. Okay, blue and yellow works. It's not the best combo, but it works. As long as I stick to like similar colors. I mean similar warmth. Right, because my entire palette is cool tone, so if I make sure that I pick mostly cool-ish yellow, actually this orange here is a bit too warm, but the yellow is kind of cool, so that works. So then it works. And only then. Anyways, I got distracted. Next. Color theory at base. Yes. Yes, I think I only really learned... Not really... I wouldn't say learned, but practiced it more a few years ago, where I became more aware of my colors, because before I was like... I had no idea. I was just slapping colors on without kind of thinking about their relationships to each other. I would argue that knowing color theory would help an illustration much more than, you know, knowing anatomy. You can get away with bad anatomy if you have like good lighting, you know, good colors. But you can ruin a very good line art with very bad lighting. With very bad coloring. That's what I used to have. And that's why I always hated my finished illustrations. Well, I didn't hate them, but I was like, I just didn't like them, right? And I forgot to drink, hold on. And that's why I always preferred my line art or my sketches before the coloring because my colors would just ruin everything. That and shape language, yes. Yeah, but then we go into the field of composition and silhouette and whatnot. All the nitty-gritty stuff. The good stuff. I do like it. Anyways, did I already have a next one? I don't think so. I will go back to my mermaid. I'm gonna slap some colors on my mermaid. I still don't like the design, but maybe I'll come up with something once I slap some colors on it. What else was there? Oh right, I also wanted a more witchy outfit, but then like I have no idea how that's gonna work with the witch hat and my horns. I always have issues with headgear. Headgear's not for me. If I was a fish, what kind of fish would I be? I think I will go with like pearly colors. Maybe add a bit more pink. Pink would be nice. Welcome back. I don't know what I'm doing. Happy Sunday, Ramen! Welcome, welcome. How's your weekend going? I'm just casually drawing myself in various different outfits. If you have any ideas, let me know. Ramen is great. I love it. I had no, that was the day before. The day before yesterday I had instant noodles. Noodles very good. Yum yum. Yes, I agree. I love noodles. I love rice. I love it almost as much as rice. But I think, and I'm sorry to say, that rice is still my number one. And noodles is number two. I feel like I will only have noodles if, you know, if I have, if I want to be fancy. Otherwise, if it's just staple, I would choose rice. Maybe I should have done this first. It's okay. I got this. Whoa, okay, wait, let me check. Oh, wait, that looks super nice. And with the wood ear as well. Is that fried tofu? That looks so good. No worries, we have a good place in our hearts for rice, exactly. No matter what, there's always space for rice. Fried tofu, nice, nice. Yeah, usually when I go out, if they have vegetarian options, I will choose them because I don't know, I feel like my stomach just prefers it. Especially like when I'm at home cooking, I'm okay with like pork or beef, but usually when I go out, I try to avoid it because I notice that if I have too much beef or pork, that I will feel sick after having my meal. Chicken or fish is okay for me though, but yeah, I think last time when I had this type of ramen, I also chose the vegetarian one. It's nice to see that restaurants, more and more restaurants, have vegetarian options. Especially in Asia. Haven't had wood ears. Granny would always cook it on Sundays. Wait, specifically on Sundays? That's sweet. I love wood ear. Wait, you had matcha iced tea for the first time. How did you like it? I like the really soft tofu. The ones that they put in like the, you know, sundubuchige, like the soft tofu stew, the Korean one. My god, that one was my favorite. I loved it so much. The super soft tofu. You buy it steaming hot when they get the covers. Wait, the tofu? I don't think I've ever had it that fresh before. Like, I can only get it packaged here. Yes, I am. I'm just very quickly slapping the colors on just to see what it looks like. I'm running out of suggestions though. Fried tofu goes good as well, yes. Fried tofu. Yeah, tofu's great if it's versatile and it goes with almost everything. And it's got lots of protein for the muscles. Do I have a special brush for this? I don't think so. Textured. This one maybe. Dotted one. I'll try that. I don't pick I'm too off color. There, rough colors. Don't know what to do with that one. One outfit with a fluffy one. A fluffy one. Yes, more outfits. Okay, hold on. It was alright, probably won't become an avid matcha consumer. I see, I see. I do think it's an acquired taste because a lot of people will find it very bitter in the beginning. When Granny was alive and kicking, we have family gatherings at our place on Sundays. Oh, that's so nice. What kind of fluffy? Hi, Fendir! Happy Sunday! Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Hold up, my thingy is bugging. Can you stop bugging? So I can read my chat, please. We could do CEO Maggie, also part-time convenience store or barbecue worker? I don't even know what that looks like. What do you mean barbecue worker? And thank you for the happy Sunday and anniversary wishes. Thank you. And save. Oh my gosh. I need to save. I think my original outfit is already quite fluffy. You want more fluff? More fluff. Oh, okay. Okay. When I changed it to Korean barbecue, it suddenly clicked. Volunteering on the noodle station? Oh my gosh, wait, I do like the sound of CEO Maggie. Should we do that one? I'm already thinking. It's basically Maggie in a suit, right? Basically. I would for sure tie my hair up, like in a nice knot, maybe like a high. I don't know actually. I would just tie it back probably. What would you wear as a CEO is more my question. I would just wear the same old. I would just wear the same old thing. I would walk around in pajamas if I could. Ooh, PJ Maggie. Maggie and PJ. No, I think I would have a nice outfit for like you know, very important business meetings. I think. Maggie, CEO of Comfort, right? Wouldn't you? If you walked around like you owned the place, except you actually own the place, would you not, you know, wear whatever the heck you want? Isn't that the most logical and the most boss thing that you can do? Because who's gonna tell you that you can't wear PJs to work? You're the CEO. Who's gonna stop me? I will reposition the arms later. Let's see, let's see. Ooh, maybe, okay. Assuming that, you know, I need to look somewhat, you know, presentable for investors or something. I think I'd wear a cravat. Wait, you can be the CEO and still be fired by the board of directors. Wait, what? Okay, maybe if I was the owner of the company and not CEO. Okay, then I do need something to make myself look presentable. I'd wear a cravat. I would wear a cravat. I would have a very high... No choker. Because I have this very high collar. And I would probably... Probably. No pigtails, but I would probably have it kind of tucked at the back, neatly, and not swaying around. Physics are so broken. Lenny Kravitz? Who is that? Who's this lad? Is he a CEO? Oh, it's a musician. Is this musician a CEO? I don't know what to do with my arms. Very formal, very, very elegant, very demure. Would I wear glasses? I don't like wearing glasses though. I don't even know how to draw glasses. I don't have characters with glasses. Big circly ones. Big circly ones. Not the small ones. Like the half glasses. The half moon glasses. Big circly ones. This big? How does Maggie with glasses look? I don't look like myself. Who is this? Who is this? Making the glass makes you remember Lord of the Rings. A monocle. I'm gonna... I'll move this to the side. I'm just gonna draw the monocle. Let's see. Amal usually has it on his right eye, so I will do it on my left. So I don't piss off Metasai. Wait, is there anyone here who knows, who has read Lord of the Mysteries? Or am I just talking gibberish to chat right now? I would need a smaller one. A smaller monocle over my left eye. Wait, how are monocles attached actually? How does that work? And have like a little dangly on the side here. You've heard of it? Okay. I think it was just this one. No, I need to Google it. Monocle. Okay. There we go. That is actually terrifying. Actually terrifying. Once you've finished reading Lord of the Mysteries, you will have a trauma for 3 things. The first one is pregnant women. The second one is mushrooms. And the third one is monocles. Read and watch the anime. The anime will be confusing because there's a lot happening. But if you don't mind it, and if you don't mind the super fast pacing, it's nice. But I think it's better if you have already read the novels, because they literally squeezed 3 books into 13 episodes. They skipped over a lot, and this summer they will have a special episode being released that will cover a very important arc that they skipped over in the first season. But yes, because I tried to get a friend of mine to watch it, but she couldn't do it because she was like, I have no idea what the heck is happening. And I've heard other people describe it as, you know, just very long trailers. Because you won't have a lot of the information, and the pacing is very fast. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, but I don't want to kind of recommend this and then people are gonna be like, oh no, it's too confusing because of the anime. That Claire, though, my books are overdue, librarian Maggie. Okay, I think I turned myself into a librarian instead of a CEO, but whatever works. It's fine. I can be the librarian CEO. What else we got? CEO of the library, exactly. Wait, do libraries have CEOs? Is it a corporate library? Is this library a corporate company? Oh my gosh. The animation is really cool though. I really liked the animation, and people have been praising the English dub as well. I personally heard a snippet of it, and unfortunately I couldn't do it, even though the English language would be more fitting in that world because it's kind of, you know, it has this dark Victorian vibe. They have a head librarian, yes, there will always be someone in charge. Yes, I mean, that person isn't a CEO, right? I think it's called something else. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I might have done a boo-boo. That's okay. Instead of copying the top part, I think I just cut it, and now my face is gone, but it's okay. I can draw a new one. Silly me. Good thing I'm not making a serious illustration. I'm just having fun drawing. It's been a while since I just sat down, or, you know, since I was just drawing for the sake of drawing and not for anything else. I'm just chilling. The top position in charge of a library is typically the library director, who oversees strategic planning, policy development, budgeting, and overall leadership. Thank you, Wiki. Thank you. So it's a director. Yes. What does CEO stand for anyway? I think I have Googled this before, but I forgot. Chief Executive Officer. Oh. Oh. Interesting. What's a CFO then? Financial. That makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you guys for educating little dumb me. All C-level Maggie outfit, yes. Just see everything. Oh, I think I said before that I would draw myself as a biblically accurate angel one day. Maybe not biblically accurate, but some weird angel creature. Because the ones that we see going around isn't actually biblically accurate. Which is very interesting. I don't know who said it was biblically accurate because it's not. I think I would just end up looking like one of my OCs. Just a creature with a lot of eyes and horns. You're talking about the all eyes and wings or the human-shaped angels? Yes, the last one. Because those are the biblically accurate one. The human-shaped angels. They have 6 wings in total. 2 on the head, 2 on the back, and 2 around their feet. I believe it was. I don't know where the all eyes and wings came from, but that one's pretty cool as well. It's just not biblically accurate. What else we got? my gosh, we got all of them. CEO, Chief Executive Officer, CFO, Chief Financial Officer, COO, Chief Operating Officer, CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, CTO, Chief Technical Officer, CIO, Chief Information Officer, CSO, Chief Sales Officer, also called CRO, Chief Revenue Officer, CDO, Chief Digital Officer. Digital Officer? What does a CDO do? It is crazy. Who came up with all of these? But I assume, wait, does every big company have one of each? Oh, okay, data. Interesting. Okay. This is beginning to sound like a military operation. Oh my gosh. How did I do that again? There we go. Oh, thank you for the lurk flash bites. Thank you, thank you. Let me get rid of this. Ugh, and I have to be back to work tomorrow. What did I say I was gonna do? Right, the biblical one. How the heck am I gonna do that? Peaks. This one. Oof, my hand. Okay. Have I drawn enough eyes yet? Maggie, hands tired? Yes. I drew so many eyes. I think I'm gonna slap some colors on this one and then call it a day. Khan would be proud. I hope so. I feel like Khan is really all about the lore and the lore accurate stuff. Maybe Khan would be able to give me some pointers on where I can put more eyes. Let's see. I would be a blue angel. Eldritch vibes, yes, very Lovecraftian. I mean, it's kind of obvious where the author of Lord of Mysteries got his inspiration from, so I'm glad that's a thing. I really love that kind of stuff. Would I have white hair? I feel like I would have very light hair. I heard white hair is all the rage now. Maybe I should dye my hair. My hair's so fragile though. I don't think I could bleach it. It would just, my hair would just die on the spot if I tried to bleach it. I feel like I can put more eyes in. How many eyes does one need? Imagine turning this into a VTuber model and then having to rig every single eye. I think what I'd do is kind of make an offset with a set of eyes, like divide them into sets so that they don't all blink at the same time. Like I would link some to the actual eye tracking, and others I think I would just put on loop that they would blink independently. Actually, it would be quite easy to do, it's just very, very tedious. I guess that's with everything when it comes to live 2D. Like, it may not be very difficult, but it's very, very tedious. That would be cool, though. I would love to have this as a model. That would be very impressive. I wonder if there's any, like, similar models out there with, like, a gazillion eyes. I'm sure there are. I just don't know them. I'm sure there's someone out there who has already done this. 100%. An incomplete design, but it works. Okay, I want to put some colors on this one as well. Just so it doesn't feel left out. happy Sunday. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Wait, what's CDC again? OCD, oh my gosh. That wasn't even on the list. Imagine introducing yourself as the OCD of a certain company and everyone's like, oh wow, wow, amazing. And no one corrects you. Or no one questions it. I added to the list because it was missing. I see, I see. Yeah, we need to edit the Wikipedia. Wait, did you give a suggestion for an outfit? For me? I don't remember. Sorry. I don't think you have. Yeah, I was drawing myself in various outfits. Sorry, this one's broken, but it's a mermaid one. I accidentally deleted the top half of the line art here. But I like your outfit. I mean, I like it too, but I like wearing some other things from time to time. This is what I have so far. Oh really? I can add it to the list because I haven't actually drawn it. Is it the oh shit, what was it? The sweater. What's the name again? I had it open earlier. Wait, what? What is that? In the future? The future? How does that work? Sea levels rise and you guys evolve and how you look like. I think I would just be turned... No, I think I would just die. I'm a terrible swimmer and I hate open waters. Maybe I would turn into a biblically accurate angel. Yeah, I would die and become a biblically accurate angel. Or I would become a fishy. I really need to redraw the part that I deleted by accident. I think it was... I used this base and then I just changed it. Where's my waist? Maybe it's not entirely the same. Wait, was the other thing you were gonna suggest the, that sweater? The... The very short sweater. No, it's actually a long sweater. It's a sweater that looks like a very short dress. That one. Thank you, thank you. I can't believe I've been streaming for 4 years already. 4 years is a very long time. For humans, at least. I wonder if I'll still be here next year. I hope so. I have no outfit ideas. Okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna force you. So I have here the mermaid outfit. And this is like the Mongolian steppe outfit, which I have not finished coloring yet. I think earthy tones. And this is the outfit from... What's her name again? I wrote it down. A lady character from Vikings. What's her name again? I remember it being a very long, fancy name. Riot Games? This one? No. I was talking about the outfit. I forgot the name of the character that owns this outfit. No, I didn't say Riot Games. I don't know what I said. Don't remember, but I didn't say Riot Games. Oh, I said Vikings? Does that sound like Riot Games? I said Vikings. Vikings, yeah. Vikings. My bad. I'm slurring my words. Yeah, it was, he said it was from a TV show. I think the last part of her name was The. Wait, I have the image here. I can just copy paste it. This person. I forgot her name. I took this outfit. Ooh. I think her last name is the thing I said. Okay, okay. But yeah, that character. And then we have Belle from Belle and the Beast. And then we have CEO / librarian Maggie with the... I have... Hold up. I have the 2 different glasses here. If it lets me. Oh wait, I see. I kept both glasses. Ragartha or something? Yeah, it was something Tha. I remember. I don't know. I have the monocle and I have just the big round glasses. Don't know which one's nicer. Something though. Angel Maggie looks more scary than the OG Devil Maggie. Really? I mean, it's the eyes, isn't it? It's the eyes. Although my current form is pretty tame, this is not my true form. You've not seen the real me yet. I actually don't have a design for it, but maybe, you know, maybe next year. Maybe for my next anniversary. Yay. I'm very likely not gonna do anything with these illustrations. This was just purely for fun, because I felt like drawing for a bit, but not really committing to some, you know, full-sized illustration because I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet, but I'm enjoying just doing these little doodles, especially with kind of the mindset of, you know, I don't really need to make anything that is particularly good or intriguing. I'm just drawing for the fun of it. Yeah. Maybe I'll do this again next time. I should probably announce it a bit earlier on so that people can think of ideas for me to draw. It was fun. Yeah, I do need to call it quits here because my hand is starting to hurt. I'm so out of practice. Which one's your favorite? I think I really like the regal one, but I like the colors of the fishy as well. Fishy. The angel one. You're in love with the angel? Cool, cool. I really like this one as well. I would love to have like a medieval princess outfit, or in this case, the Viking outfit. This one was also surprisingly fun to make, the bell dress. The angel one. Everyone loves the angel one. I did put a little bit more effort into that one compared to the rest. I don't know if you can tell that I put I put a lot more effort into that one. Yeah, we'll see. Actually, maybe next time I will try a version with the dark hair. But I really like the very light version because it contrasts my current outfit a lot more. But then maybe I should go more red rather than blue, right? So if the demon version is like blue and dark, then maybe the angel version would be red and very light colors. The regal, so sophisticated and elegant. Yes, I love that outfit. I'm glad it was suggested. It would be more scary without a face anyway. You mean not having a face here? As a concept, it would be an amazing addition. Wait, which one? The angel one, right? You mean to my current model? The VTuber model? As a second one. Yeah, it would be nice if I could have people swap between the demon and the angel. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be such a huge project. If I want that released for my next year anniversary, then I would have to start today. Because this design isn't fixed either. There's gonna be so many layers, there's gonna be so many eyes. That would be really cool though. It would, like, 5 is kind of a milestone, right? 5 years. Or maybe I should go for 7. Aim for it to be finished by my 7th anniversary. So you guys would have to wait another 3 years. We'll see, we'll see. I have to think about it. But I really do indeed like the concept. Yes, that would be great. And I would like to have more outfits, because I can imagine that this one is getting kind of old and maybe people want something else, you know, just something else. Maybe you get famous, have energy to do it sooner. Oof. I don't think I will get I secretly hope I don't get famous within those 3 years. I hope not. Honestly, that terrifies me. Because then, you know, obviously I would have a lot more people watching. And with the more people who like me, I will also get more people who don't like me. Right? I'm not sure I can deal with that yet. Yes, and after I get my own house, probably, maybe I will have a bit more time on my hands there. I feel like when I'm in this house, I'm a bit more restricted because I need to obviously consider my parents' schedules and my parents' wants and needs, right? Fame won't create more time, that's true. That's true. I mean, you know, just because I'm kind of making a name for myself doesn't mean that I would automatically start spending more time on, you know, my VTuber stuff. I feel like I should be putting more time into it. I don't. I put like almost zero time into it. I'm very behind on all the VODs that I still need to upload to YouTube. I'm just... And, like, I'm just a baby streamer. I'm very tiny. But then again, I don't know. At least I'm not expecting it, because I'm not putting any effort into kind of spreading my name. I know people say, oh, it's like you have to be lucky, and luck does play a role, but I think the people who did manage to become popular, lack for better words, they put a lot of work into it. They put a lot of work and time into getting to where they are currently, right? And that's the opposite of what I'm doing right now. I don't want to be a celebrity. Heck, the few times people consider me as such, I have to remind them that I do not want to be put on a pedestal. It freaks me out. I don't mind being put on a pedestal, but it depends on what kind of pedestal. And it depends on who is putting me there. It's all very situational, and yeah, it depends. Everything depends. I meant as famous as you can call quits on your job. Oh, I wonder how much I would have made it then. Like, I don't need to be #1 popular, but if I can manage to earn enough with, you know, my art, my Patreon, my streams, maybe that would actually be a dream come true if I can, you know, quit my job. I probably won't. I think even after I reach those numbers as a VTuber on Twitch here, I would probably still keep my full-time job, because I stress less knowing that I have a stable income, right? And despite the numbers on social media, like on Twitch, on Patreon, it's volatile, right? It's not a fixed, stable income, so I would still be very, very stressed. 2.4k euros at least. 500 T1 subs. 500. That would be the bare minimum for me to cover the mortgage and, you know, utilities and food. That would be the minimum. Yeah, it would be, even if I reached those numbers, I would still keep my full-time job. Yeah, because, you know, I only stream once a week, right? So how viable is that? Would people still sub? I mean, obviously, some of you guys do, but I don't know. I feel like I would feel bad, and then I would try and find time to stream more, because, you know, people are subbing to me, and I'm like, oh, but then that means I only stream once a week, which is at most 4 times a month, right? And I want to make them feel like it's worth their money or something. It comes with a different kind of pressure, I think. It's not just about stable income. You gotta earn more for your retirement and savings in case you fall off from fame too. Exactly. Like, being famous is not permanent. I have to say, you can't live off of being famous for the rest of your career, especially if it's something like VTubing. Although it's a very young industry, there are not a lot of people here who have been doing it for decades. I'm very curious if there are people out there who can actually manage to make it until retirement age. I guess the very, very popular ones would just retire early. They would maybe, I don't know, maybe hit like their 30s or something and be like, okay, I retire and now I just stream, and whatever income I gain from there is just bonus, you know? That would be the dream. If only people didn't have to worry about money. If only I didn't have to worry about money, I would be able to produce. Produce is, I don't like the word, but for lack of better words, I would be able to produce a lot more. I would be able to make more drawings. I would be able to put more time into my stories, into my comics. Hopes and dreams, right? Move to Thailand. I don't think I could. It's way too hot and humid in Thailand. I could not. And it's also like I lose the benefits if I move out of this country. For retirement, right? For my old age. And destination of online content creators. Also for boomers, apparently. Or at least in my country, I heard that a lot of people who retire, they would just move to Thailand. I would be, if I were to move to Thailand, I would just be sitting between the boomers. Is that really? Or at least here, I hear a lot of people, they move to Thailand because the cost of living is so incredibly low there compared to Europe. But they just move there and they still get like the retirement money, the pension from their own country while having the cost of living of a, you know, a very cheap country. Cheap for us, right? They live in hotel-like apartment complexes. Yeah, it's crazy, crazy. I don't know if I would do that. I like the comfort of my own country. That, yes, also indeed. The quality of life in many aspects also dropped the same. I think Thailand is not as safe compared to the Netherlands. I think. I have been there twice, but from what I hear and what I have experienced there, it's not as, how to say, it's not as safe, or at least it doesn't feel as safe to me. People are incredibly friendly though, or at least the people I've met there. I'd like to visit someday, because it's been years since I was last in Thailand. So many places I still want to visit. I also want to see... I want to go to Singapore someday, and to Vietnam. Every country has safe and unsafe places though. Yes, you are right. But I think if you take an average... like you would assume UK is safe, then you go to London and get stabbed. London is not safe. I would say the same about Amsterdam when... like, I was born and raised here in the Netherlands, right? But when I go to Amsterdam, I'm actually scared. I would not dare to walk the streets there by myself. Like, I do not feel safe in Amsterdam. Visit us here in the Philippines. Ooh, yeah, I would love to visit. I would love to visit. Maybe if my job allows me, I would just take like a half year off or something and then just travel. I would travel Asia. Yeah, what else? Indonesia. I've never been to Indonesia before. India, I don't know. Like, I would love to see it, but I think I would go crazy there because Philippines. Philippines. Because India just has so many people. Too many people. Way too many people. But I think it's similar with Philippines also has a lot of people, I think, and Indonesia as well. But I think India is extra crazy. Out of all the densely packed people of like countries, India is the top, I think. Maybe if there were less people there, I would be more inclined to go. But I would just feel like a sardine all day, every day. Neither Cebu or Manila is safe. Been there in creeps with sussy people in every corner. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, even in South Korea, there's dodgy places, right? I've been asked once if I was a Russian, and later I found out that in certain areas it was basically equivalent to that person asking if you're a prostitute. I don't know if that's still the case, but that's what I heard. I was like, oh, I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or not. Gotta say, yeah, that's why if you know someone, it's better. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would be more inclined, of course, to go to a country if I actually know someone there, right? Because then we can go together and be safe together. And if I do get kidnapped, then at least I have someone who can call the cops for me, you know? At least keep a weapon in your bag if you travel as a woman. Wait, isn't that illegal? Or you mean like an improvised weapon? I think many use their keys. Like apparently you can stab someone with it. 3D printed weapon. I think that isn't allowed either. At least here, like if you're caught with weapons by the police, just walking around, you're like not even doing anything with it, like hidden in your bag or something, they would confiscate it and they will fine you. Or just look homeless. Yes! I think one of the most important things is to try not to look too much like a tourist, to try not to look too clueless. Don't look like someone people would take, you know, easily take advantage of. Are we holding you? Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm just resting my hand. As long as I'm not drawing, I'm fine. I can talk. I mean, sort of. I feel like my voice is also starting to give out on me. It's good. No, this is fine. This is good practice. This is great. No, it's usually I will end it early if I feel like, you know, I don't really have anything to talk about, or if I really actually have to go. But I have a bit of time, so it's fine. I have time. But I will probably go soon. I am a little bit tired, but that's because I've just had a very busy week, and I've had a lot of weird things happening. As I mentioned earlier in this stream, this year so far has been very strange. We have had some very unfortunate events like throughout this year, and we're not even halfway yet, so I'm a bit worried for the rest of this year. I'm wondering what's gonna happen. Maybe it's just a coincidence, it's possible, but yeah. After reading Lord of Mysteries, you no longer believe in coincidences, so we don't know. Speaking of violence, I think someone upstairs is getting their teeth knocked out. Holy shit. Lock your doors and windows, and pray to the fool. Pray that they're okay. Holy shit. Minnie's on a dangerous corner. I think Cyprus is also another end destination for retired / influencers. Oh, and of course Dubai. Dubai, very famous one. But I would not go to Dubai. Yeah, let's not go to Dubai. I shall not be meddling. Yeah, no, let's not. Dubai not so much anymore? Oh, okay. Because I heard with the recent events there, that a lot of people, Dutch people, they moved back. There were still a lot of influencers living there, but maybe, yeah. Maybe they're moving elsewhere. Maybe they're all going to Thailand now. Or to the Philippines. Yeah, let's not go to Dubai. I do remember hearing on the news that many people fled and they just went either back to their original countries or just elsewhere. Also, I would love to visit the States one day. Someday, when it's, you know, not as crazy. I would love to see it. I feel like I'm gonna get such a culture shock because everything I know about USA is from the from series, like from television. From various shows and movies. So I feel like it's gonna be crazy once I actually go there. I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's a thing they actually do. It's not just in the movies. Yeah. How about Macau? I would love to visit. Yes. Yes. Same with Hong Kong, but right now... I think China reclaimed it. I don't know if it's the same for Macau. The unfortunate thing is that I don't speak Cantonese. I don't understand Canto. But I think many of the locals also speak Mandarin. Maybe, hopefully. I would need to brush up on my Mandarin, on my Chinese, before I do. You can carry an Uzi in your bag. That is true. I can legally... Wait, don't I still need like a permit or license to own weapons in the USA? I can't just have a weapon, right? Doha Airport sucks, too big, and they lack general knowledge about international travel relations. It's so bad that they will deny you on your connecting flight just because they don't know you don't need a visa. Wait, what? Where is that? Doha Airport. Jamfar! Happy Sunday and thank you! It's been 3 years. Oh, in Qatar. I've never been there before. Never. I've never gone further west than London or Brighton. Which, I don't know which of the two is further west because they're pretty much kind of on top of each other. Wait, you can turn right on red. Oh, right. Actually, that's crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but also that's crazy. Yeah, that would not go here. Red is red. There's no exceptions. Unless there's a sign specifically saying like, oh, you know, unless you're going right, then it's free, but it's very rare here. Like usually here you have to wait. Or the road will be kind of split up in such a way that you just turn right without kind of needing to stop at the traffic light. It's Doha. I almost made a connection in Doha last month, but the flights got cancelled because of the war. Oh no. Good to know I didn't miss out on good airport. Oh my gosh. You dodged a bullet there. Also, hi Arky, happy Sunday. It's a popular spot for connecting flights between EU and Asia. Oh, I see. You were a victim of Sid Story Buff. Oh, that sucks. Oh my gosh. Usually when I travel to Asia, I will try to book a direct flight, even though it's more expensive, because I cannot with transfers. I've had it once, and that was actually the first time I traveled by myself, by my lonesome self, a solo travel, all the way to Taiwan. And I think I had a transfer in Thailand. I forgot where in Thailand, but it was really weird. And thankfully I could walk along with a Taiwanese family whom I kind of low-key befriended before we boarded the flight. And so they kind of guided me, but if I was alone, I would be completely lost. I would have probably ended up missing my transfer or something. That would have been very scary. That family even bought a coconut for me. They were so nice. Like, they didn't know me, but they were just so nice to me. Took a 6-hour plus and a full-blown crying meltdown before a senior manager took hold of the situation and helped me. Oh my gosh. 6+ hours stuck in an airport. Oh my gosh. That's actually nightmare fuel. I could never... I have nightmares about being stuck in an airport or, you know, rushing to not miss my flight. Things like that. It's awful. I hate it. I hope that will never happen again, Minnie. The visa as well. I think... Yeah, I usually don't really worry about visa because I always get in on the regular tourist visa. I think the only time I actually applied for a visa was when I was going to study in South Korea. So I needed a student visa, but that was the only time I ever needed a visa or to apply for one. Let me double check what was on my schedule actually, because I I have a stream, an extra stream, so on Tuesday, on May 5th. But I forgot what I was gonna do. I made the schedule like a month ago. Lamau. Having to make a stop and end up lost at a foreign airport with the clock ticking is so scary. Yes, yes. EU privileges indeed. I didn't realize it when I was younger, obviously, but having a Dutch passport, I think the Dutch passport is one of the most powerful in the world. I can go almost everywhere. Yeah, I was. Twitch didn't like the three-way. They don't like three-ways. We don't do that here. I watched Final Destination and Flight Indonesia documentary on board. Oh, I love documentaries. Yes, I love watching documentaries about the country of destination. Love it when they have it. Not infinite, but a lot of power, yes. I kept telling them to just do the bare minimum and look up relations or call the damn airport to confirm if my passport is allowed entry. Of course, no one did until the senior manager came around. Then I had to book a ticket I never paid for in the end so that it looked like I had a legit entry onto the flight. Oh, okay. They probably knew they fucked up at some point. Yeah, probably. Probably. Twitch made my text sound so dirty. Yes, I'm so sorry that happened. Don't worry. Like, they're seeing things that aren't there. They're just very dirty-minded. We can't help it. Unfortunately, we cannot help Twitch's dirty mind. And then it's like they block it and then it becomes dirty because it's like, oh wait, why did they block it? And then you kind of get the double meaning there. It's like, oh, okay. Let's see. I think I was just gonna play a game. Yes. I have on my schedule that I'm gonna play Story of Seasons on Tuesday, but I have not quite finished Little Witch in the Woods yet, so I may actually change my mind last minute and try and finish it. And if I have time left, I may switch to Story of Seasons. Sounds like a plan. And then next week, the 10th, I will not be streaming because I will be going on a little holiday. A long weekend abroad. Because I need it. I need a break. Oh my gosh. And then after that, my schedule should go back to the regular, so back on Sundays. Yes. It's a nightmare I will not be repeating, so Doha is now on my list of places to avoid. I get that. Big fuck up. One would think airports should know about that stuff to not mess up. You'd be surprised how often these things get messed up with the amount of people and not everyone knowing everything. She's tired of us, guys. No, I'm not tired of you guys. I could never. I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of my full-time job. I just need a small break. That's it. Don't worry. You make it sound like I hate you guys. I don't. I could take Beijing shitty out and back in through security over Doha's bullshit. Oh my gosh. I've done that once. Once. But yeah. Okay. This is it. I will go. My voice is dead and I will take a wee break before my dinner. But this has been good practice. I need to talk more. I will try to talk more. I always try to, but it's very difficult to kind of just start talking out of myself. Usually I will have someone else on the side, or I will have chat kind of nudging me in a certain direction, and then once you hit a topic that I'm like, oh, I can talk about this, I just don't stop talking. It happens. And then once I finish talking, it's just silence, because I don't like to fill up words. I don't like filler words, and I don't like to fill up empty space if I don't have to. Anyways, it takes practice. I've already had 4 years of practice up until now, and I feel like I've improved a little bit, maybe. I feel like I've improved when it comes to talking. I'm at least a lot more comfortable now, and I only get a little bit nervous when I start my streams. Oh my gosh, I remember the first time I started streaming as a VTuber. Can't believe I remember it, but I was so nervous. And usually when I'm really nervous, I have like my pitch, like my voice is very high. It's not like I'm now in my kind of natural range right now, but I would like talk very high pitched. Probably if you were to go back to my streams like 4 years ago, I'm not sure if I still have them, because I may have hidden most of them out of pure embarrassment, and also because there were my old name was on it, so I kind of removed most of them. But the old ones, my god, I cringe. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you. I'm very glad. It's a learned skill, I think. It's something that you practice and then you get good at over time. Also, we need to reschedule our second collab for the We Were Here thingy that we still need to finish. But we'll remind me, because I also said that 2 days ago. Yes, part 2. And then part 3, and then part 4, and then I think 5 is coming this summer, the new one. What was it? We Were Here Tomorrow, or something like that, the newest one. We're gonna play all of them. But yeah, again, something we'll have to discuss off stream. Yeah. Thank you guys, though, for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. We did drawings. We made Maggie in different forms and outfits. I will see if I can like collect these and then post them. I'll probably post them publicly on my Patreon. I feel like Patreon will be like a fixed medium that I'm gonna use over other social media. So I'm just gonna put stuff there. And it's gonna be there for free. A lot of stuff is there for free already. The paying members just get bonus stuff. I think what we're gonna do is take one game at a time for collabs. Yes. Yes, we should do that. Even though it will be a bit shorter, but I really hated having to cut it off where we did yesterday. And when I ended the stream, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have, you know, this would not have happened if I was here on my own. Right? If I didn't have my parents to take into consideration, because we do have a fixed time that we have dinner here, and obviously they expect me to be there. They will not start dinner without me. So, yeah. In 2 years' time, guys, in 2 years' time, I will finally be able to, you know, sit in my own little apartment and stream for as long as I want. The Lord of the Libraries, yes. Go read Lord of Mysteries if you haven't already. It's so good. I've been absolutely obsessed with this series for the past like half year. And I am so going to reread it after I finish reading Circle of Inevitability, which is the second part. Which takes place like 6-7 years after the ending of Lord of Mysteries. And it's just as good. I know a lot of people were hating on it because they were like, oh, it's like promoting colonialism or something, or there's like too much sex in here, and I'm like, no, it's actually fine. It's totally fine. It's great. And yes, social media is exhausting. I have not been posting anything actively on social media for months now because I can't be bothered, really, and it's not something that I want to make time for. So yeah. Amen to that, Maggie. Hopefully y'all have it good in the future. Yes. But probably not this year, because this year has been really weird. A cousin and partner were gushing about Lord of Mysteries at the latest family meeting. Still in my bucket list. Oh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Let me know when you get to it. I found it so good. I loved it so much. It's like right up my alley. When I started reading it, I was like, this is as if the reader, the author had me in mind when he wrote it. It's like written especially for me. That's what it felt like. Oh my gosh, I enjoyed it so much. But yes, enough gushing. I have to go. I have to actually go now because it's almost time. Yeah, thank you again. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. I wish you all a wonderful next week. I will be back on Tuesday, actually, so I wish you a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful Monday, and then I will see you maybe on Tuesday. GG indeed. Thank you again. I will save these and then post them somewhere so you guys can look at it in its full glory. It was indeed very, very nice. Until next time, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.